Today, we'll check out together the writing performance, the old nib and the new nib. Hey Goodfellas, I'm Naldi. We are at Style of Zug. This is my pen pouch with my 5 writing instruments. I have another one of Visconti with another 3 pieces. These are the pens that are, honestly, most of them are not inked. I need to clean them and re-ink them. But there's one that is always inked, or 2. The Design 08 is always inked, and my Sailor King of Pen is always inked that Ardon Yashari has had for quite a few weeks. I'm so glad to have this one back. I have inked this one with a carbon black of Graf Faber-Castell, and I'm enjoying it so much. This whole purpose of this video is, I know a lot of you are considering to buy a Sailor King of Pens, so probably it's due to show you again how this nib performs. And to do that, I'm gonna show you mine, which is a 21 karat gold King of Pen nib, but the older generation with the old embossing. I'll show you also one of the new one, and we'll also check out a 1911 or a professional gear with a 21 karat gold. So we have a bit of experience and we get to understand how this writing instrument performs. To do that, I'm just gonna pick up real quick this black ink of Graf Faber-Castell. We're gonna use this one. We're going to write on our test book of Hahnemühle, which is a book that we always love very, very much. And I'll be picking up, oh look, I found 2 empty pages. Can you imagine? Between pages that are being used for YouTube and pages used by the customers, there's almost no empty pages. I'll also pick 2 pieces that are here for sale, and I want to make sure that it's medium nibs, new generation medium nibs. Might be a challenge because I see that we have several broad here. Let me check broad. We're gonna do this writing test. We always clean then our writing instrument very carefully with this wonderful amber Urushi King of Pen, which by the way, I love it. I'm even considering it for myself. And then we're gonna try it on this Rialo, 1911 Rialo with 21 karat gold nib. Let's go, let's start. We're gonna start with mine, with the old generation. I'm gonna keep my glove on even if I'm using my own pen, because these are pieces that will go to customers. So we're gonna dip them and then we're gonna clean them very, carefully. Maybe you can come the other way around because it's easier to see. This is my 21 karat gold nib. That's the old design. Honestly, between us, I love this design more than the new one. Maybe we can do something with Sailor to put a bit more decoration on it again. So let's go. I have to say that you're gonna see this nib is quite nice too. So we're gonna do 1, 2, and 3. As usual, we know that it has quite some flexibility. Incredible ink flow. It never skips. Doesn't matter where, how, why, it always works perfectly. You can have a bit of a broader line if you push it a bit, but it has memory and goes back to place. Don't over push it. Now I can feel that my nib has been used and there's ink, so maybe I really need to clean it out throughoutly, so it has even a bit more scratch than maybe other pieces. But hey, honestly, I love the scratch, I love the feedback, and look at how it performs. It never skips a beat. It doesn't matter when, how, where, it never skips a beat. Now, to compare it immediately next to it, we're gonna take this new wonderful amber piece and we're gonna very gently dip it in carbon black, and then we're gonna clean it. As I said, the beauty of having a physical store is the fact that pens can be tried, you know, and there's nothing bad about trying a writing instrument. So let's concentrate now. It has a feedback, but definitely less resistance than mine that has been already used and maybe has slightly adapted, maybe even just the tines have a bit adapted to my writing style. Since there's no ink that is dried in some ways, you know, in the feed, it also, and obviously we also have just dipped the pen. So when you dip the pen, the only way to really see the performance is when you fill it up from the converter. However, I can guarantee you after 15 years that even when you dip it, if a pen doesn't work, you're gonna realize it immediately. Okay, back at it. Wonderful writing experience. Flexibility, look at this flexibility. I have the feeling even more flexibility than mine. Look at this. Yeah, there's obviously quite some ink in the feed, but it's gonna perform exactly like that also when you write it. The less ink it's gonna have, the less, let's say, ink it's gonna pull out. Oh my God. You can hear it, it's almost like a pencil. That's the feeling that Sailor wants to give you. Look at the nib, it's still beautiful. It's a bit more clean, but you also have the decoration, the two-tone. There's a bit of ink on it, which has kind of its own romance too. And now number 3 that we're gonna check out together is the 1911. This is the Rialo. That's one of the only piston filling mechanisms that Sailor actually offers. I'm not a fan of the 1911. Personally, I would always go for a King of Pen. Now, this is a Z nib, that's a zoom nib. That's not a piece that we can try next to it. We should really take a medium nib. Let's see if I can find the medium nib. That's a music nib. Let's see. It's as live as it gets, medium. Okay, so we're gonna try it not on the Rialo, but on the classic 1911. Doesn't change much. This is a converter cartridge with Sailor cartridges. The other one is a piston filling mechanism, which is obviously beautiful. If I'd consider 1911, then it would definitely be this one. Okay, so now, I actually brought old here, it's new version. Precise, less flexibility, most definitely, but very precise, great ink flow. Look at this, doesn't skip a beat. I've seen, I'll do videos and then I want to buy these pens actually. I'll tell you, I would never buy it, then we do the videos and then I feel like I should have this one. That's the beauty about writing, you always get new kind of writing experiences. Definitely less flexibility. It has a bit of flexibility, but less, no doubt. But great ink flow from every side. Awesome. Smaller nib. I did pull the nib a bit up while I was doing the signature so fast. Definitely, for me, the King of Pen experience is definitely something else. It's definitely something that I would personally recommend. But if you're looking for a great writing instrument with at a great price, this is 360 Swiss francs, while the King of Pen starts somewhere at 1,000 up until 1,850 for the Urushi, and then if you go limited, it's even more than that. But definitely consider starting with this one. Spend the 360 francs, but buy yourself such a writing instrument that you're gonna cherish forever. Even me having in a collection pieces for 5,000–6,000 francs, if I buy this, I would still enjoy it daily. So maybe I would take this over many other writing instruments if I just want to be 100% sure that the pen is going to perform and so on. It's your turn now to let me know down in the comments which one you would pick. King of Pen, normal 1911, is the King of Pen too big for you, or do you love it? Do you already own one? All of us who are watching this video right now and me that I'm doing this video together with you guys, we are always so interested about your opinion and your experiences, and it adds up so much to this amazing community. At this stage, as usual, I thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more content that is coming up in the next days, and don't forget that together we are changing the game.